Good morning, Angie. It's been 3 weeks since MU Healthcare distributed the first round of COVID-19 vaccines. There will be 3,000 doses given over the course of this week, starting today for MU Healthcare employees who got the vaccine that first week it was made available. The second round of doses will come from the initial shipment of 50,000 COVID-19 Pfizer vaccines MU Health received back in December. So far, MU Health says it has vaccinated 5,054 of 8,000 patient-facing employees. One MU Healthcare employee said she's been feeling good since her vaccination and is ready for her second shot.
We haven't heard of any serious side effects. The most common things people have mentioned are the most common things found in the studies too, like injection site reactions, for example, some soreness in the arm that the vaccine was administered in, or even some redness or swelling around the injection site.
Day says she's very happy with how MU Health has done so far in getting the vaccine to the people who need it most. At 6, I'll tell you why it's important to get both doses of the vaccine and when around you can expect it. Reporting live in Columbia, I'm Jeb Goldman, KMU8 News. Back to you, Megan. Emily, I talked to Ruth Ebbins today, who visited her home for the first time since the fire last night. She said the whole experience was nerve-wracking and her head is still spinning from it. Ebbins told me she and her dog were in bed when she saw smoke coming from the vents. She said the smoke was so thick she couldn't even see what was in front of her. Ebbins said it was hard for her when she came back to the scene today.
Because it was on my hall. That was it. It was a roof over my head. Now look at it.
The house and everything inside were total losses. All Ebbins was able to take with her was her purse. She said she believes the fire was started by the heat tape under the house. While she was sad to lose her home, Ebbins is still finding light in the little things.
I'm sitting down there thinking about having a Pepsi on this, okay?
Ebbins told me multiple construction crews reached out to her son today, volunteering their help to clean up what's left of the house. They'll be at the house on Saturday morning. In the newsroom, Jeb Goldman, KMU8 News. Good morning, Meg. I'm outside Parkgate Elementary School, where school is set to start in just over an hour. In preparation for the first day of classes today, schools like this one have taken COVID-19 safety measures. These include putting signs up around campus to remind students to wear masks and putting down markers on the ground to encourage social distancing. But it wasn't just the schools that had to prepare for class during a pandemic. Parents told me that this back-to-school season was unlike any they have ever had. On top of shopping for school supplies and getting much-needed haircuts, this year brought a lot of additions to the back-to-school process. One CPS parent told me she has spent the last week preparing her daughter for what school is going to look like today.
We did practice getting in and out of the car quickly, and also mask wearing. We picked out a couple of her favorite masks because they want you to bring a mask to wear and one to spare, so she's going to have a spare mask in her backpack.
Day told me her daughter is excited for the first day of school and is looking forward to showing off her new mask to her friends. Live in Columbia, Jeb Goldman, KMU8 News. Back. Cheering, even during a pandemic, might still look like this.
We're kind of in this really bizarre gray area.
Hickman High School cheer coach Molly Lyman says masks won't be allowed during competition.
It's really disheartening.
Misha leaders made the rule. They say the reason is for safety.
Anytime they're building, they're stunting, or tossing players into the air, that mask could get manipulated and hit or something like that. Suddenly it goes from a mask to a blindfold.
Coach Lyman says her team wants to keep their teammates safe. Some are high risk.
We took a survey amongst our parents and athletes back early in the fall, and of the responses that we received, 75% of them wanted masks to stay on at all times. Regardless of what anything else said, they stay on at all times.
One way parents and coaches have looked into being able to compete with the masks is to design a new kind of mask.
The way that we designed these was so that they stayed here and wouldn't come in front of the chin unless somebody accidentally snagged it.
Lyman hopes these masks can be approved before their next competition. If they're not, the Hickman cheer team will not go to competitions this season. Jeb Goldman, KMU8 News, Columbia.
Misha told KOMU 8 News that they haven't heard anything about these new masks for cheerleading. They said the only way they would use these masks is if they are affordable for all schools.